Hey, how's it going? It's Tim Brown, and I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit about the CARES Act. And there's a provision in the CARES Act called the Payroll Protection Program. And from my point of view, if any of you have been affected at all by the coronavirus and what's going on with it, and you have less than 500 employees, you should be applying to the Payroll Protection Program. Now, it is up to 2.5 times your payroll, and it's a loan, but it will be forgiven as long as you don't lay anyone off during this period. And for some companies it's like, well, we were hit much harder than that, that's not going to help us. And for other people, you might be thinking, well, we're not hit that bad, maybe we don't need to take it. But if you do qualify for this, what I'm saying is, from what I understand, we all should be applying for this. Now, we're not a financial services company, so normally we don't share money-related information. We wouldn't be trying to advise you on your financials or anything like that. So what I would say is talk with your accountant, talk with your tax people, talk with your bank. But if you don't know about this yet, you probably should be looking into it. And I wanted to share some of the most frequently asked questions about this and the answers from other experts, not me, so I'll be actually reading them. But the point is that there's some really important things that you should be paying attention to about this, and if you haven't looked into it yet, you should. First, how much can you get in a PPP loan? It can be up to $10 million or 2.5 the average total monthly payroll costs, and whichever one is less. Can you qualify for it? Generally, if you don't decrease your headcount or pay under the parameters set forth by the PPP, the loan is completely forgivable. And that's what's kind of crazy about this right now, is we're talking about a completely forgivable thing. And if you don't kind of get how intense that is, I don't think this happens very often. So it doesn't really matter what your opinion on whether or not this should have been passed. It matters a lot more of if it's already been passed. So this money, $350 billion, is going to go somewhere, and it's set aside for small businesses, and you should apply. Okay. So what does the loan from the CARES Act PPP cover? Maybe used for the following: payroll costs related to the continuation of group health benefits, employee salaries, mortgage interest payments, rent, utilities, or interest on other existing debt obligations. Who qualifies for the CARES Act PPP? The loan is for companies under 500 people. The uncertainty of the current economic conditions make the loan necessary. The funds will be used to retain workers and maintain payroll or make mortgage payments, lease payments, and utility payments. And it does not have an application pending, or it has not received a loan under the PPP for the same period. So that's just law speak for you didn't already do this. What do you have to ensure you actually get the loan forgiveness? You have to have documentation verifying your payroll and the pay rates from February 15th to June 30th, 2020, including the payroll tax filings reported to the IRS and state income payroll unemployment insurance filings, documentation verifying payments on mortgage obligations, lease payments, and utility payments. A lot of this is just making sure that you have your normal expenses documented. So if you don't have systems in place for that, you probably should. And from what I understand, people, according to our accountants, it sounds like people that have their stuff documented well the last couple of years are going to be much more likely to be in a better position to receive this help. And what should you do to prepare now if you believe you may qualify for the PPP in the CARES Act? There is articles of incorporation, organization, bylaws, operating agreement, payroll expense verification documents, including anything with the IRS, trailing 12-month profit and loss statement, mortgage and rent statements, utility statements, just getting your paperwork ready. A lot of this your accountant will have, your tax people will have, so on and so forth. What should I be asking about the Payroll Protection Act? So PPP loans will be made by SBA approved lenders, so you'll probably be going through your normal bank. And when should you apply? From what I understand, if you are eligible, you should apply as soon as banks allow it. So, which is likely, in the next couple weeks. So keep an eye out for when this comes live. And once again, we really strongly advise you to be working with your qualified accountant, tax preparation company, or whoever else that you normally work with your finances on. Hook Agency is not a financial services company, but we really are rooting for the small businesses. They are our heroes. It's who we serve. We actually believe that you should take every advantage of these things that are available, especially because they're going somewhere. So if you've been at all affected by this, please apply to this and make sure that you are keeping your employees, as many as you can, employed. And certainly that's what this is intended to help you do. The only reason I wanted to share this in a video is because I believe it will be helpful for small businesses. So I wanted to cut to the chase and give you these top questions, and I hope that this will be useful to you guys, even though we don't normally cover financial stuff. If you are somebody who's qualified with helping people with this, if you could comment below and just share your information so that if people need to get a hold of somebody to help them with this stuff, that they have somebody to talk to. All right, thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.